I'm finally going to start wrapping my car a really shiny candy red color. So far, I put the headlight back, the bumper back, and also the tail lights and door handles back. But before I do any of this, since I used to have a window tinting business, this purple Temu tint really bothers me. And so I went ahead and started taking it off before I did anything. It's super easy to do. Just get a household steamer for your clothes and steam it, and use a razor blade to get it started at the top, and just pull the window tint off all in one piece. Now the back window is not that easy, but look, there is a bug stuck right in this little corner. I don't know what kind of bug. I think that's a bee or something. But anyways, I'm gonna remove the rear deck when I remove the tint on the back, so I can retint it a lot easier once you have that rear deck out. The reason I'm taking the door panel off is because I have to, in order to get to the mirror. I also took off that chrome trim piece right there by the door. I don't really show it in the video, but I had to take it out to wrap the door. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys, and I'll be straight up. I did not show me wrapping the car that much because wrapping is the most time-consuming modification I'm doing to my car. I wrapped about 5 cars before in the past, and so that is why I make it look really easy. But to be honest, for a beginner, this car is a really easy car to wrap. The front bumper was super easy. The hood is easy, but with this kind of wrap, since it's a thicker wrap, you have to wrap it a certain way, and there's a certain strategy you have to use. All right, guys, it's already been 15 days since I started wrapping the car. I did take 5 days off because I was sick, but as you can see, I got mostly pretty much everything done. We got the hood, we got the roof done, we got the door panels, and one rear quarter panel done. I just gotta roll the fenders before wrapping these fenders. I gotta do the front bumper, which should be easy. I don't think we have to put any inlays or anything like that. Down here, I think we can just do it in one piece. And then, yeah, it should be pretty simple. And we just put these mirror caps on. You just glue them on and you just snap them right on. It's really easy. But you can see it's not a perfect fit, so you have to paint this part black. But if you're looking at it from here, you cannot even tell, and it looks really good. So yeah, the rear bumper is done. Came out pretty good, except for one part, which was right here, which you won't be able to see that much when it's all put back together. On this side, we do have to still do the quarter panel, which again, I'm waiting to do it because I have to roll that fender. And then, yeah, and the reason I'm rolling the fenders is because we're lowering it, and also the aspect ratio for these wheels are 40 and those are 35, which basically means they're gonna stick out a little bit more. So instead of being here, it's gonna be like right here, and it's gonna hit the fender right here. So we have to roll it. Rolling it means like just pushing this side right here inside, so we have more space for the wheel to travel. I'm gonna use this tool to roll the fenders before we wrap the fenders. And yeah, guys, it's coming out pretty good so far, as you can see, except for that, my biggest disappointment right there. The body filler job I did not come out so well, but everything else looks good. And the reason it came out like that is because I didn't let it dry before applying the body filler. And yeah. And now I'm just going to show some clips of me wrapping the hood and the rear quarter panel. The one thing you need to make sure to do when you're wrapping it that a lot of people don't tell you is you need to cut out the pieces correctly from the large roll of wrap. If you don't do that, you could end up with a huge mistake, and it'll cost you hundreds of dollars to get replacement wrap to fix your mistake. There's tons of YouTube videos out there that show you how to wrap a car. Just literally search that up on YouTube and you'll see so many tutorials on how to wrap a car. That's why I'm not showing you step by step what to do, because it's all pretty much the same thing. The doors are super easy. The things you have to worry about is just the front bumper and the rear bumper, and also the rear quarter panel like I'm doing in this video. I used an 80-foot roll, but since I did the roof all black, I used an 80-foot roll. But if you're a beginner, you should probably get 100 feet just in case you mess up. I bought this wrap specifically from Tech Wrap's website. I'll make sure to put the link in the description. You can also get wrap from Metro Restyling. Metro Restyling has so many different options. They have so many different brands, so many different colors. All right, guys, today I'm gonna be working on the front bumper. Let me show you guys how I took it off real quick. So there's gonna be one bolt right there. And then there's just these clips that you just pull the bumper out from. There's a clip right here. Let me see if I can get that focused. Clip right here. And then there's obviously a bunch of them on the bottom. There's like these and also 10 millimeters along the bottom that go onto there. And then you're gonna have to open the hood, and there might be like a plastic panel on the top, but that's easy to take out. It's just those push pins. There's this one right here. There's this one right here. And this one right here. And then there might be some other clips next to these two, which you just pop out. They're just those ones that you pop out. And it's the same on the other side. One screw there, and this right here. This right here, and there's a bunch of them along the bottom. There's one right there. There's one right there, I think so. But yeah, that's it. So let me show you guys what I'm about to prep the bumper before I start wrapping it. So I'm gonna take out the fog lights. We're gonna remove that grill. We got a different grill. It's gonna match that. It's gonna look like this, the grill. It's gonna be like a mesh. And then I'm gonna sand this down. I filled it in with some body filler, the holes that were here. Sand that down, sand down the rest of it if it needs it. And basically what I'm doing, I'm just feeling with my hand, and if I feel anything bumpy, I'm gonna sand it down or use a clay bar to try to make it smooth. And then yeah, let me go ahead and start taking off that fog light. So I just push this out, pull this black piece back, and then I think you just pull it out like this. Oh, there you go. It's out. Really easy to take out. Literally just one screw that goes into here, which is a 10 millimeter. Look at the old fog light versus the new one. The new one's a little bit tinted, which is what I wanted, and it looks so different. Gonna look crazy. Guys, the way I took this out is literally just a bunch of these clips you push up or down on, and you just pull it out from the back side of the bumper. It's super easy. And I think this one has some broken little hexagons or whatever. I'm gonna spray paint this black just to make it look better. All right, guys, so I am currently prepping this front bumper. I got all the dirt cleaned off and everything, but like, if you look right here, you can see all those little dots. I guess that's all like rock chips and stuff, but I'm gonna sand it down to make it more smooth so that I can wrap it and that this doesn't show through the wrap. As long as you can't feel it with your hand, it won't show through the wrap. Even though it looks like, you know, you can see all these little dots. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if that's rock chips or just normal wear and tear. But yeah, seeing this, I'm probably gonna PPF the front bumper on top of the wrap after I'm done wrapping it. But yeah, go ahead and sand this down and wrap it. Inlays on the front bumper, and basically the reason I did all these inlays is because when you put the big piece of wrap to wrap the front bumper, it won't be able to stretch enough to reach these hard places, like inside of here, inside of there. And before I wrap the front bumper, first I'm going to mount this on the front of the car, and then just put some like 2 bolts to hold it, and then I'm going to spray it down with the water alcohol solution. Wipe it down, and then we're gonna wrap it. Make sure you guys subscribe, because in the next couple of videos I'm gonna be installing new wheels, new coilovers, new brakes and rotors. I literally spent $8,000 worth of aftermarket parts for this car just to make it my dream build. So I just found out midway that the plastic was still on while it was wrapping, so that's why I was having so much trouble trying to shrink it and try to lay the film down on the front bumper, which is crazy because I thought I checked, but sometimes you got to double check and make sure that because I was trying to, there was little creases and I was trying to heat it up. And usually those creases go away, but this time it was not going away. So yeah, make sure you double check if you have your clear film on top of the wrap. If you guys are beginner wrappers, I would suggest getting some Chinese wrap from Temu, AliExpress, or even Amazon, and practice with that, get used to it, and then go ahead and buy some real wrap to wrap your car. Some people say that you do not need to take apart the car and take off the bumper and off the headlights and take off the mirror, but in my opinion, you should just go ahead and do it, especially if you're a beginner, because it'll help you get a much cleaner look along the edges. Alright guys, so I just got half of the bumper done. Here's how it looks right now. Those inlays really made it easy to wrap this front bumper. It's actually one of the easiest front bumpers I've ever wrapped. Like heating and stretching, pulling, like I actually just used the card to card it down all the way to like here. And that was with the plastic on, the plastic clear cap, the clear plastic cap. I carded it down all the way to here. And then I used, let me do this. And then I used the heat gun like right around here. So yeah, it was really, really easy. Just make sure, you know, you heat shrink it properly, and it came out really well. Alright guys, here's how it came out. Came out pretty good. When you look, it actually came out really, really good actually. The front kind of looks messed up with those two things, but I'm not too worried about that, just because it's not a big deal. You can't even tell there's inlays in there. Well, you're gonna be looking from like this, so it came out really, really good. This is a really easy front bumper to wrap. I just got to put all the little pieces back, like the fog lights and the grille, and it came out pretty good. One thing is like right here, you gotta make sure I put some edge sealer tape on there, just because it was kind of hard to get it stretched into this area right here because it's kind of a curve. But yeah, so I'm gonna start wrapping the front lip now. I already clay barred it and alcoholed it down, so we're gonna do it in. I don't have a piece that's big enough, so I'm just gonna have to do it in, because this whole thing is literally 8 feet, so I don't have an 8 feet piece left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off right here and cut it off like right here, and hopefully that seam doesn't show too much. All right, I just learned something, guys. If you buy anything from eBay or from China and it's like a bumper or a plastic piece, and it's black and it says it's primed, make sure you wipe it down with alcohol really, really well. Use pure alcohol. Don't even use diluted solution, because the vinyl wrap is not gonna stick properly if you don't do that. All right, guys, it is day number 18 of me working on this car, and today we're gonna be putting back the front bumper with the front lip and the headlights. I just finished wrapping the front lip, which was probably the hardest part to wrap on the car. That front lip is right over here. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So I actually had to do it in about like 5 pieces, but I mean, it came out pretty well. And then all we have left to do is to tint the windows, and then we got to do the chrome delete, which is basically just blacken this chrome out on the sides, which should not be too hard. And then that's literally it. We just finished installing the front bumper. If you want to see me putting the parts back on, the pieces of the front bumper back on and the headlights on, you can check out my TikTok. I made a video that shows that, but I forgot to record it in the landscape mode. All we got to do is put that front lip on, and then the front should be done. And that's pretty much it for the wrap. Let me go put that front lip on now. All right, so guys, the front lip came out okay, because I had to make a lot of seams because the vinyl wrap was not sticking well, since it had like oil on it, and I didn't wipe it down properly with alcohol. But I mean, if you step back, it looks all right. You can see like there's this bubble here. I can probably push it down with some heat, but it's there. It's literally not even sticking because I didn't wipe it down properly with alcohol. So that's what I'm talking about. Literally all I'm gonna do is put in one screw here and one screw on the other side to hold it in. And we'll do some bolts on the bottom. And I think that's literally it. It fits really, really well from the top. I thought I was gonna have to use like some kind of glue behind here, like the adhesive tape. But I think we should be good without it because it fits really, really well up here. It's really flush from the top. I just bolted it on with 2 screws, one over here and one on the other side. The only other way, there's no screws you can put on the bottom because it's just, that's the lip, and then that's the, all the way up there is the front bumper. So there's no way to put any bolts to secure it. So the only other thing you could do is use that double-sided 3M tape and put it behind the front lip to kind of hold it on here so that the gap is smaller. Which I didn't do just because the front lips is probably going to fall off anyways, so, and it's going to get beat up, so I want to be able to take off the front lip easily, so that's why I didn't put that 3M tape. Alright guys, this is the clip that I was missing, and this is why I had my rear bumper off for a very long time. It just clips on like this,